Hi everybody, my name is Rabbi Ron Goldberg, longtime member of Shomrei Torah Synagogue. Talking today a little bit about Tefillah and the high holidays. So prayer is daunting. People come to me and they show me the Machzor, the prayer book we use for the high holidays, and this page after page after page after page of prayers that go on for hours and hours. And they tell me it's daunting, they don't know what to do, they don't know quite how to do it. And worst of all, they don't connect with the prayers. The prayers don't work for them. And our sages have had this debate for generations and generations. Which is better, the fixed prayer, the prayer that is written down in the prayer book, like the Shema Yisrael, or is the prayer that comes from your heart, the spontaneous prayer, more valuable? Well, they're both valuable. They both have weight to them. But I tend to come down on the side of the prayer that comes from your heart. And I'm going to use as a proof text the words of the Kotzker Rebbe, Rabbi Menachem Mendel of Kotz, a Hasidic thinker from 2 centuries ago. And he talks about, first of all, a very famous quote of his, when does God enter our lives? And the answer is, when we let him in. How do we let God in? The Jewish way, of course, is through prayer and mitzvot. But he has another one that I think even makes the point even more dramatically. He says, there is nothing more pleasing to God than the fullness of a broken heart. Now think about that. When your heart is broken, that's when you offer the prayer that comes from deep within you, deep within your kishkis, as my mother would say. And I think that's the heartfelt prayer that is so very important. In our modern times, there are 4 great theologians and philosophers who came out of Liverpool, England in the 1960s. You know them best as John, Paul, George, and Ringo. And they have one of my favorite teachings of all time. In their text, what do you see? From their famous text, with a little help from my friends, they ask the question, what do you see when you turn out the light? I can't tell you, but I know it's mine. And what those philosophers and theologians were trying to say to us was, when we're with our friends during the day and it's light outside, we can tell ourselves all the lies we want. We can tell ourselves all the untruths we want about how everything is good. But at night, when it's quiet and it's dark and we're by ourselves, it's just us and our thoughts. What do I see when I turn off the light? I know it's mine, and I can't lie to myself. At that moment when I say, dear God, please help me, that's the heartfelt prayer. That's the one that matters the most. Shana Tova, everybody.